Good girl. Good girl.
All right, for Kristen and Cianna, search for the helper. For blind 4, she did not check for the helper. When going through the blinds, the dog should be close and attentive to the blind, supposedly not knowing where the helper is going to be. So they must check each blind. She went deep to the blind, not deep enough to be disqualified, but she really didn't check the blind. So she lost points for not checking that blind, which is really nice because I was expecting she was going to turn around, see the helper, and come straight. So very good obedience, very good response to the handler, and that's part of the score in this. Does the dog respond to the handler's command even though the dog knows where it wants to go? She went to the next blind, sufficiently close to be considered checking it, comes in, starts her bark here on the bark at hold. The bark at hold should be more convincing. And again, as you look at the description of the exercise, and not just the other dogs here, but what you really want. You want a convincing bark, an intimidating hold position, and so on. So she could be more convincing in that area. She was distracted by both me and your arrival. Her call out was immediate. She came back to the line. She's a little forward of the line, but still shoulder and knee position for basic was fine. So overall, a good exercise. For the escape, a V exercise without fault there. Defense after the escape, I think that she could be a little more full on her grip. She wasn't noisy at the start, but she did become noisy later on as we move on through the exercise. She was confident under pressure. Her out was immediate, but then she comes in and the guard should be more confident. She looks away, she looks at me. She checked for you, checked for me, and then you stepped up. A good exercise. On the back transport, she was foraging when you first start off. She was wide to you. By the time that you got the first turn, she pulled herself back into position. That was very nice. And she continued with a nice position throughout the exercise. Okay? They're a good exercise as well. Attack out of the back transport. Again, she began to be a little bit noisy on that attack. She could be more convincing through that attack. She was distracted again. So overall picture, it's a good picture for what I've seen her do today, and I would agree in that particular section, a good exercise for her. On the long attack is a good exercise because, again, you go back to she's coming downfield, but you don't really see the power that this dog might be capable of. She comes down, she does what she's supposed to, she engages the helper. She's definitely more noisy down on this one, on that particular time. She did have a full grip. She bumps here down towards the end, and then you have forage on the side transport enough that the helper actually stepped on her. It was good that he stopped whenever she backed off, but that's, you have to fix that position for her, right? But overall, a good exercise there. Overall today, 80 points, and pronounced.
Yeah.